What's up, beautiful people? Trust your intuition for divinely aligning you with this reading right here. This is all about what you need to know by the end of the year. What you need to know by the end of 2025. So since you aligned with this video, with this reading, there definitely is a message for you about something you need to hear, see, know by the end of this year. So without further ado, let's dive into these four groups that you see, these four crystal balls. So the first one looks like this. I believe this is dendritic agate. But yeah, if you're feeling this energy, go for group one. Group number two. This is also dendritic agate, or is it dendritic? I don't know how to say that. But this is the energy for group two. So if you're feeling this, definitely go for group number two. Man, these are sliding all over the place. Okay. Group three. We've got a crystal quartz here. Super pretty, super simple. If you're feeling this energy, go for group three. And group four, it looks like moonstone, actually. It looks like a rainbow kind of moonstone. Yep, there it is. So if you're feeling this energy, go for group four. Oh, that's fun. Group four, I'm already feeling like there's some kind of hectic energy in there, but I don't think that was a coincidence. But yeah, those are the four groups that we have today. Again, keep in mind, what is happening by the end of the year? What do I need to know by the end of 2025? So pause the video, do what you got to do, feel out which group is really calling you in, which one you feel like is really breathing at you. And yeah, once you figure that out, I will see you in your reading. What's up, group one? Trust your intuition for divinely leading you right here. Let's see what's going on for you by the end of the year, what you need to know. So this is a super cool crystal. I think it's dendritic. I don't know if you say it like dendritic or dendritic agate. I don't know where the emphasis is. I got to look that up. But yeah, I really, really like this one. I'm getting like a calm, mellow. It almost makes me think of like a calm, snowy white Christmas. And then we have, there could be something with Christ consciousness, because I'm getting something with the word Christmas. There's something with eagles, freedom. A lot of you watching this could be American, or maybe have American family, but I'm getting a lot about freedom, liberation with that. I'm getting this image in my head of free falling snow too. So let's see what's coming through. I'm feeling like I want to get started with this middle oracle card. Downloads, attunement, calibration, upgrade. My favorite thing ever. I love getting spiritual downloads. So I think you're going to be embodied with a lot of insights, a lot of downloads, a lot of inspiration from your ancestors, higher sources, higher spirits. I feel like you're going to get a lot of ideas. I'm hearing that's going to manifest as ideas, group one. So the biggest thing that's happening to you that you need to know for the end of 2025 or the end of this year is that there's going to be a lot of major downloads you get. And I feel like there's going to be maybe some accompanying cards about accompanying. How do you say that word? Some simultaneous cards, let's say that, about maybe acting on that. But I don't know. I haven't seen these cards yet. So let's take these. Ooh, we have Unbothered. And Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine is kind of like act-based energy, action-based. Divine Masculine is going out, getting ambitious, moving forward, exerting yourself energy. And then we also have Unbothered, which is interesting. I feel like, you know, I'm seeing in my head the meme of the dog that's in the room with the fire all over the place, and he's just having a coffee at his table, like, this is fine, everything is fine. That's what I'm getting with that. Like, people could be coming at you all sorts of ways, but I think when it comes to your ambitions, your dreams, your goals, you're like, I'm moving forward. Like, I'm nothing is gonna stop me, nothing's getting in my way, which I really, really like, group one. And then we have 31, reflection, identity, truth, self-awareness. So there's 31 days in October, 31 days in December. It could be something happening by the end of the month, possibly. or at the end of a month before the end of the year. I don't know why that instantly called me in, but we have the mirror here. Yeah, reflection, identity, truth, self-awareness. I feel like you're getting that through the form of a lot of downloads. Feels very internal. And then we have number 19. I'm hearing that's the number of surrender. Comfort, safety, warmth, nourishment. Interesting. Okay. Let's get some tarot cards in the mix. I feel like that kind of goes with unbothered, but I also feel like there's something about very meditative internal energy. Like that's how you're receiving downloads in the safety of your own home, in the comfort of your own home. When you're reflecting, when you're kind of going inward, that's when a lot of downloads happen. I feel like there's something about just feeling good. And then, I don't know, this is interesting. I feel like there's kind of a lot of almost random cards coming out for you, group 1, but let's get more for group 1. What is it that group 1 needs to see? What do they need to know by the end of the year in group 1? I'm hearing one more shuffle. What does group 1 need to know by the end of the year? Spill the tea, Spirit. What's going on for group 1? We have the 6 of Swords. Moving on. This is like moving into refuge. Moving into a safe space, which kind of makes sense with that card of comfort and safety. So some of you could be moving. I want to get more about that. Tell me more for group 1. What do they need to know by the end of the year? The 8 of Wands. Yeah, this is all about movement. By the way, 6 of Swords is Aquarius energy. 8 of Wands is Sagittarius energy. So this is go, 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 drive, ambition. 6 of Swords. Yeah, it feels like, I don't know, some of you could be moving on. I am hearing new car. Some of you could be getting a new car. But this is either travel or you're moving houses. Let's see what this is about. Forward motion. Going in forward motion is what I'm hearing. Tell me more about that. Where are they moving to? What's the energy for group 1? Where is group 1 moving to? The 3 of Cups, celebratory energy. Some of you could be celebrating. Maybe it's a friend's birthday. Maybe they're having, like a milestone birthday and they're having a blowout. And yeah, it feels like you're moving into this like celebration energy. Group 1, tell me more about that. Before the end of the year. That could also be like a New Year's party, possibly. The Sun. I love this. Also number 19. Some of you, maybe someone's turning 38. I'm getting 19 and 19. Maybe someone's turning 19. Getting 19 and 3. 22, maybe 21. 21st birthday energy. It definitely feels like you're moving into this like really fun, carefree, spiritual, I'm living my life for me, I'm living my best life kind of energy. Group 1, this is kind of fun. I feel like you guys have a very fun energy. All right, let's get more for group 1. I grabbed a deck and then I was like, let me grab another deck. That didn't feel like the deck. All right, what does group 1 need to know? Please and thank you. Tell me more about this energy. What do they need to know by the end of the year? I feel like you're just living your best life. We have, ooh, the cults. Not what I expected. Tell me more about that. Hearing cults are always bad. Okay. The meet cute. So it seems like there's something about the 3 of Cups and the meet cute. I almost feel like there could be something about you meeting someone or friends setting you up. Maybe there's a reason you're going far away to celebrate either the new year or someone's birthday or some sort of party or get together with friends, because I think you're also meant to meet someone else. Oh my God, did I not mention that this is literally like the meme I was talking about, or the GIF with the dog, but it's so funny. Like, it literally has this woman on it. I had no idea that was even in this deck. That's so funny. Yeah, I feel like there could be some weird energy coming at you, but you're like ducking, dodging, hiding. Like, you're just it's not hitting you. I do want to know about the cult, though. I do want to show you too on the other side of the deck. It's almost like the same energy. There's something with like the internet. I wonder if you're meeting your internet friends. Okay. What does group 1 need to know about the end of the year? What does group 1 need to know about the end of the year? Tell me more about this. Where the cult meets the meet cute. Like, how do we intertwine with that? Are you in a very particular group? Like, I don't know, some of you could be in like a biker group, or I don't know, like a meditation group. Feels very spiritual. Earthworm, clarity and rumination. I'm kind of getting that too with the reflection. Like, there's something becoming a lot more clear. I'm hearing rooted in the dirt, earthworms, so there could be something about grounding. They also help the soil and, you know, the food we eat and making it like really good for our bodies. So I feel like there's something about, I'm hearing the words meant to be. Give me more about that. Yeah, it feels like there's something very rooted with this. Butterfly, transformation, joy, beauty, transience, which is funny. I was just talking about being rooted, and it's talking about transience, which is movement. We do have a lot of movement energy, group 1, but I also feel like there could be something about, look at this, on the bottom, sickle, focus, regrowth, letting go. I would like to know in particular, this feels like an ego death of sorts. But it's like you're getting through it in a very, it's almost like, yeah, unbothered way. I was going to say easy way, but it's really more unbothered. Like, you're not letting anything get to you. You're just striving for the light. I feel like that's why the sun card is out, and that's why we have that lamp right there. There's a light to you, group 1. And your light is intertwining you with different souls. That's what I'm getting. Soul. I'm getting something with soul in the sun. This is 32. The spider web, obstacles, trapped between realms, underworld. That's funny because we have transience, which is movement. I think there could be an ego death happening. Like, your identity is being shattered and you're moving into a new realm. I feel like there's something with the web too. I'm getting like meeting friends on the internet, on the interwebs. Even with downloads, you know, that could be looked at as like a computer term. I feel like there's something about meeting your online friends and possibly hitting it off with one of them. Something like that. Okay. It's funny it says obstacles because I didn't even really consciously think about this. I was like, oh, I just love to put Ganesh in the middle of these readings. And Ganesh is actually the remover of obstacles. So I feel like there's something that you're kind of like gliding through, navigating through. I don't know. This is so interesting, group 1. Okay, let's get a charm for you guys. Let's get the charm for group 1. What is it that group 1 needs to see? Play. I'm telling you. I'm hearing the only charm you need. That's exactly what this is about. This is about having a good time. Between now and the end of the year, I feel like that's your only focus is play. It's like play is leading you into so many good vibrations and teaching you so much about yourself and who you truly are. I feel like that's why I'm getting that's, you know, identity card. Ooh, I love this group 1. This is just you living your best life and seeing where it leads. There could be also a message about cleaning up your vibration, but I feel like it's just so you can have more fun. I hope this resonated, group 1. Thank you so much for being here. If you are interested in more readings like this pick a card reading, you can find me on Patreon. I offer more there. Also, if you are interested in a reading specifically for your vibration, your situation, your gyration, then we will attune to your calibration. Find me at themoonempress.com. You can also find me on Etsy or email me at 333theempress@gmail.com. And we can talk about pricing, although that is also listed in my description box. But thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you again very, very soon. What's up, my beauties from group 2? Trust that your intuition aligned you with the perfectly correct group to find out what you need to know by the end of 2025. So let's dive in. You guys resonated with this dendritic agate crystal. I'm getting like cloudy energy, like a beautiful blue cloudy day. So I don't know. That's what's coming through immediately with this. I feel like this is also a very rooted based energy in the crystal, so there could be something with like the earth, the skies, naturey kind of energy. And then we have the elephants here, which is interesting because I put out Ganesh, just kind of, I don't know, feeling Ganesh's energy, who is the remover of obstacles. And the fact that I also subconsciously chose elephants right there, there could be something about elephant wisdom. Maybe your obstacles in 2025 are being removed. I feel like there's something about clearing the air, clearing the skies. Maybe that's why I got the energy about cloudiness or the skies, kind of celestial energy. But let's dive in, group 2. Let's see what you need to know by the end of 2025. We have limitless access to infinite potential. Come on, come through, spirit. I love that so much. So you can be anything you want to be. Anything you want to do, have, be, you are it. Already be in that energy. Ooh, self-love. I love limitless self-love. Group 2, I'm loving this energy already. And then we have moving on. I'm getting something with 59 and 62 because I definitely shuffled these before I spread them across each group. So the fact that you're getting numbers that are in divine alignment, I feel like there's something in self-love about moving on. Like the next step after self-love is moving on. So this could be a relationship. I think this says freedom. I don't know why in my mind I read that as a betrayal. Maybe you're moving on from a betrayal. It definitely says freedom. But I'm loving that. I'm hearing flip it again. Yeah, divine alignment for you is moving on. I don't know if this is a job, this is a relationship, group 2. Let's see. End of the year for group 2. 15 and 9. Interesting. Change, movement, freedom, adventure. Literally, we literally have the words moving on, and then movement, and then freedom. Hello. And then we have illumination, growth, spiritual path, enlightenment. My goodness, this is speaking already, group 2. Okay. Let's get some tarot cards in the mix. Let's see what the cards have to say. I'm hearing shuffle twice. What does group 2 need to know by the end of the year? I feel like there's just a message very clearly about how loving yourself means moving on from certain situations. And that's also growth, enlightenment, part of your highest spiritual path. But let's get more for group 2. The Knight of Pentacles. Knights are always moving, of course. And then Pentacle energy is very strategic. The Knight of Pentacles is a strategist. I'm hearing to put these over here. Okay. I feel like you're making calculated moves. I'm getting like chess, not checkers kind of energy. Knight of Pentacles, by the way, is Virgo energy. You could be a Virgo or have some Virgo in your chart. Let's get some more for group 2. What's the energy for group 2? What they need to know by the end of the year. That could also be a new job. We have the Sun. Ooh, happy energy, Leo energy. I feel like you're making calculated moves. This could be like happy work energy. Like I'm moving on into a new work situation and it has to be fun. Like that's the bare minimum standard for me in work is kind of what I'm getting with that. I love that. This is like, I'm going on to live my best life. I'll see you guys later down the road, or maybe not, because you weren't a part of my best life. More for group 2, end of the year. What do they need to know by the end of the year? Ooh, the High Priestess. Okay, one of my favorite cards. Very much resonate with her. So there's something about secrets. The High Priestess illuminates secrets. Kind of getting something with these two energies. There's something you're about to find out is kind of what it feels like. There's like an insight. And it makes sense too with the sun. Like it's about to be out and in the open. Out and loud. Out and proud. It's just like very much like what was like done in the shadows is now out. Group 2, tell me more about this secret or what's coming out, of course. So I'm going to take this one out because it looks like it was just wanting to come out. We have the moon. I'm hearing flip it. So the moon is all about secrets. I think it's so funny the moon and the high priestess are coming out. Cancer and Pisces energy. And then we have justice. Limitless justice is what I'm getting. You might be seeing 1111 a lot. I feel like there's karma that was due to you a while back. And it could be something, so maybe something happened between you. I mean anything, like any scenario where maybe before you came into this body, you were like, this is going to happen to me at this age, and I'm going to reap the good karma from that happening much later, like a decade later. Like karma is not linear. I feel like there's something about you reaping linear karma or karma that's just been due to you from like a long time ago. And it feels like with justice, I don't know why I'm getting like the secret is like, oh yeah, this is coming to you. This thing that was meant to work out. Look at this. I feel like I want to take out the Chariot because we have so many cards about movement. This way, that way. And then we have Queen of Wands. This is your direction, your time to decide. Some of you are getting a new car group too. I mean, cars are all over this and movements all over this. Some of you are traveling. Some of you are moving. Look, we have another knight under that movement. I feel like you're moving into love. It's like you're embracing love. You're embodying love. You're being love. And it's guiding you to some sort of new realm. Some sort of, yeah, I'm curious where this is going for group 2. Tell me more about the end of the year for group 2. What does group 2 need to know? Yeah, I feel like there's something coming out. We have the existential crisis. Yes. I actually like that. I feel like it's kind of resonating. Like there's something that's happening. Of course, that's going to happen with like a very big spiritual moment. You're going to be like, what the fuck is going on? I feel like there's like a mind blown energy. I'm seeing the mind blown emoji in my mind. Spiritual insight is just what's coming. The unread messages. Seriously, I stopped counting. People could be dead. I know you see me. I feel like this almost feels like the hermit's journey or something, or like going into like a deep dark cabin in the woods and you're like, I'm gonna do mushrooms, or like I'm gonna just have this moment, and you don't have to understand it, but it's self-love for me. This moment in nature, I'm kind of getting like that kind of energy on the moon card. It's almost like you're going out, you're having this spiritual experience. Maybe you're just camping in the woods, meditating. Maybe you're playing with your cards, like the High Priestess here. But it feels like it's just something that you need to do for you. And you're coming into this space of enlightenment. Look at this. We have fresh sheets, of course. And then I feel like you might talk about it. We have the podcast on the other side. You might talk about your experiences. All right, let's get more. More for group 2 by the end of the year. I feel like really if I had to boil this down into like a very quick message, there's a deep, intense, very deeply intense spiritual insight coming to you. It almost feels like a tower moment, but it's like you're rolling with it. It's not crumbling you down. It's like, oh, okay, I could use this. I am using this. Where is this taking me? Earth, peace, grounding. I'm telling you, there's something with nature. Some of you are just like getting out in nature. There's something about the moon cycles too. And it's funny with the elephants too. I mentioned at the very beginning, there's something I'm getting with like elephant wisdom. Maybe you're talking to an elder. Group 2, tell me more about that. I would spend a lot of time with trees too. I feel like that's coming up on a few cards. Right there, we've got the trees in the background there. I'm getting like a very naturey cabin kind of vibe. And then we have watering can, asking for help, sharing burdens. I'm hearing you're the guru. You're becoming the guru, group 2. I actually feel like asking for help has been you asking spirit, and you're going to move on from whatever situation you're in. And it's an act of self-love. Maybe even if it's just a getaway. And it's like, yeah, watering can. I actually feel like you're very much watering your roots. And it's making you a lot stronger and a lot more knowledgeable and a lot wiser. I'm hearing long life too. Protection, banishing negativity with the salt. Yeah. This is about you going in your safe space. All right. Group 2. Let's get the final message before we go into the charms for group 2. There's definitely, I'm getting something literally with the High Priestess, secretive energy, even with the moon kind of secretive, and then the unread messages. I think you're going to get a text or a message from somebody. Maybe they might even apologize with justice. Because I'm getting that too with the Knight of Pentacles. Like there's an offering coming to you. I feel like someone wants to help you. That's just coming to me, group 2, but yeah. Ooh, okay, there's definitely justice. Karmic balance, cosmic order. Group 2. Yeah, I told you might be seeing 1111. Of course you chose group 2. This is so interesting. 2s are all over this. Cosmic order. There's something about you just kind of going into your zone, going into your realm that I think is going to restore cosmic order because it's going to get other things in alignment. It's like you have to go to this certain place in order to get this text message because it can't happen in any other territory. Like this is a whole divine, cosmic, energetic aligned flow. And I love this so much for you, group 2. Okay, let's get a charm in here. What is it that group 2 needs to see before the end of the year? Group 2. Ooh, we have the bee and the honeycomb. I really love this. This is one of my favorite charms or pendants, but I feel like there's something about teamwork because they all do their work to bring, like the honeycomb together or to bring the honey from, I don't know, how does it work, from the pollen, whatever. But there's something about like community in there. I feel like there's also something about like sweet, find the nectar. And you gotta like move to find the nectar. Because if you remember in the beginning, we had that huge energy of move. But it's like moving into, because you're meant to find out something when you make this move. The air is clearing, right? Like that crystal you chose. So thank you so much, group 2. This one was so interesting. If you are interested in more readings like this, I got a ton more on my Patreon. You can also find me at themoonempress.com if you are interested in curating a reading, or having me, I should say, curate a reading to your liking, to your vibration, your situation, your gyration. We will attune to your calibration. So yeah, you can book that on themoonempress.com, on my Etsy, Find me at 333theempress@gmail.com to book a personal. But yeah, other than that, I love you so much, group 2. Have a very, very happy, awesome rest of 2025. And I'm sure I will see you in another reading very, very soon. What's up, group 3? Trust your intuition for aligning you with this particular reading. Let's find out what you need to know by the end of the year, by the end of 2025. So you guys resonated the most with this crystal quartz, and it's a little bit of a crackle crystal quartz. You know, it's got its imperfections, so I feel like there's something about beauty and imperfection. Eye of the beholder. Maybe there's a message about don't be such a perfectionist, just get it done. It's better to get it done than to not do it at all and try to just, you know, in your head be so perfect about it. It's better to take the action is what I'm getting. Also, whenever I get clear quartz, it's always a message of clarity. And then we have the elephant stand here, and it kind of aligns with Ganesh right there, who's the remover of obstacles. So there could be something about wisdom and beauty. Also getting that wisdom and beauty. Like having a certain amount of beauty makes you very wise to certain things. Not Ganesh backing up. All right, let's get more. Yeah, I feel like that perfectionism message is sticking in my head. All right, group 3. We've got rebirth, metamorphosis, new beginnings. All right. Okay, so you might go through an ego death or something by the end of this year. Let's get a little bit clearer on that, group 3. Ooh, we have hello. I feel like you're meeting somebody. Maybe it's a rebirth of a relationship, or maybe this is someone you already know. Could be blonde hair and blue-eyed. And then we've got obsession. What's going on? I wonder if this is someone that's obsessed with... Let's see. Let's get more. Group 3. Let's see what's going on. Oh my God. I do not ever look at these cards before I divvy them out to different groups. So it never ceases to amaze me how awesome of a reader I am. Yeah, I'm going to toot my own horn and affirm that because I know it to be true. Rebirth, new beginning, transit. There's definitely something about something starting again or something new occurring. I don't know if this is with a person. I'm very curious. And I just realized that's this year's energy, of course. 25 of spades. 37 of diamonds. Some of you could be 37, by the way. Possibly 43. Stability, security, endurance, foundation. I think you guys are moving, but in the midst of moving, because I'm getting that with transition, metamorphosis, or changing something up. Maybe it's like you're completely changing your house or renovating or gutting it out and, you know, creating this new structure inside. I feel, or you're simply moving. There's something about like you having a lot of stability and all of that. Some of you could be moving to a new house, and I keep looking at the scarab beetle. Like there's something about, I feel like I'm hearing the word metamorphosis with that. Let's get more. Maybe you're moving away from your stalker neighbor or something like that. Group 3. Let's get more. What's going on for group 3? Yeah, I'm getting some of you are 37 in the year 25. 88ers. Maybe some were born in 1983. Or you are 83. Cool, cool. Group 3, what is it that they need to see? Tell me more about this metamorphosis. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of you are doing like DIY projects, or there could be, because I'm looking at the wood on this barn, and it looks very like man-made-ish. We have the Emperor, exactly. The card I love to see. Very strong male energy. All right, this could be a father. This could be just an older man. This could be you embodying this energy, like bossy. Oh, let's see in particular. We have the 3 of Swords. Ooh, did you break up with the Emperor? The 3 of Swords is a heartache, heartbreak. Let's see why that's coming out. Group 3. By the way, we have Aries energy with the Emperor, and 3 of Swords is Libra energy. Tell me about this energy for group 3. What's happening by the end of the year? The end of 2025 for group 3. Oh my goodness. Okay. Flip it. I just heard. Five of Swords, Aquarius energy. I'm going to take that one on top because it felt like it wanted to come out. Ace of Cups. Exactly. Renewal. So there's a betrayal with the Five of Swords. I feel like that's why there was a heartache, heartbreak. Who was the betrayer? Because I feel like the Emperor is upright, so he wouldn't do that. But at the same time, I feel like there's this energy of like, you want to play me? Fine. I'm going to move on. It's like, I'm not going to stay in this like heartbreak and feeling betrayed energy. This is cheating. Some of you could have been cheated on and you're like, you know what? That was the last straw. Ace of Cups is a new beginning. Look, we have the Empress. I feel like I want to take that out. Death in reverse. This is a lack of movement. Yeah, Queen of Wands. She is very ambitious. She knows direction. I feel like there's definitely something about like, I'm going to make me happy. I feel like the Emperor and the Empress are about to find each other, but you got to balance out those energies is what I'm hearing, right? Like you can't be wanting to be the Empress, but then be in like masculine mode. Like, you know, like there's got to be some sort of a balance here. But I definitely see like a movement happening here. Let's get more for group 3. What is it that group 3 needs to see? What is it that group 3 needs to see about the end of the year, before the end of 2025? The bag of dicks. Why am I hearing eat a bag of dicks? I feel like you're telling that to whoever was like cheating, or maybe you're a guy watching this and like the girl was just like, she was just like, sorry, I just happened to fall on a bunch of dicks. Like there's something I feel like about like eat a bag of dicks. It's almost like a fuck you to somebody. Oh my God, look, we have death and then death. Group 3, what's going on here? That's so interesting. Okay. I do feel like I want to take that out. Because I'm very curious what that is about. It's interesting. We have death, right? Death and then rebirth. And also with the Ace of Cups, that's like a rebirth energy. So this is making me very curious what is dying off and what's being reborn. Who's eating a bag of dicks? I feel like you're not settling for less, group 3. And what's the obsession about, I wonder? All right, we need more cards here. Anytime I see death, I feel like the death card should almost just be called the rebirth card, because there is no such thing as death. It's all just, we're being reborn into a new realm. Like we're becoming something else. Okay. We do have chemistry. I feel like there's like a divine union happening here, or trying to happen here. 2 shuffles I just heard for group 3. Yeah, like it feels like there's something about a really bad situation going south, and then group 3, you're like, yeah, fuck that, I'm moving on. Some of you, this could be a literal death. But I feel like even if it is, whoever is passing away, it's like they're going to be very spiritual on the other side. I'm getting that, like, they could come back as a scarab beetle. They could come back as a butterfly. I feel like there's... Why am I wanting to say earthworm? Because group 1 got a card that said earthworm, and it was all about clarity. So I feel like there's something that's about to clear. Mushroom, recycling, breaking down problems, which is literally that elephant energy, the remover of problems. Okay. This is definitely telling a story. Okay. Roots, healthy patterns, early growth, and look, that's so interesting with the skulls, which are a symbol of death. The new roots are taking place. That's what I'm hearing. New roots are taking place. I just don't know if it's relationship wise, if it's because of a death and everything kind of gets rearranged. Also, Three of Swords doesn't have to be a relationship, heartbreak. This could be a heartbreak because someone passed on. I'm hearing journeyed on, but then we have the Ace of Cups, so there's a renewal here. The bottom says broom, energy clearing I was just talking about, and freshening. And on the other side, we have moon, phases, cycles, intuition. I just read initiation in my head. There could be something, someone's time is up, it feels like. It might not be I don't want to scare you. It might not be a literal death, but it just feels like even if it's a relationship, it's like our expiration date's coming up. Or like our expiration date for living in this house is coming up. It's like a big thing that's ending. And it feels like a death, but I see you getting through it, group 3. And it's like, what this death had to happen in order for the Emperor and the Empress to get together. Although it's interesting, I put that with the heartache, heartbreak. But yeah, this is like making room for something else. And then under that, we have chamomile, gentleness, relaxation, sleep. That's actually my favorite tea. And then under that, we have positivity, change. There's going to be a really positive change. Look at this. Pine tree, vitality, longevity, perseverance. You guys are living a very long life in this group, I do want to say. That's just coming through. Under that, we have summer, expansion, growth. I'm just showing you all of these because it looks like this change is happening for a reason. But in order to, like, get it started, like, death is a catalyst is what I'm hearing. All right, final card before we go into the charms for group 3, before the end of the year. Thank you. 25, that's this year's energy. Demons enter your space, unhealed trauma, fear, lack of boundaries, negative energy, psychological projections. I actually refute this. I think you're moving through this year. I think they want to. I'm getting that too with obsession because I was wondering why that card was coming out. I feel like maybe that's exactly why you're moving. I feel like that's the catalyst for you moving. It's like demons have entered my space. Maybe I did have my guard down too much or my boundaries weren't strong enough, but it feels like you're moving into, this new realm where you're telling those demons, eat a bag of dicks. Like, I don't have time for this in my life. Look at this. Shaman on the other side, entering the spirit world, healing, soul retrieval. And then uncovering secrets on this side. Yeah, so this is all about moving on, clearing space. This is a death. I don't know if it's a literal death or it's like your time, it's like an era is ending is what I'm getting. Let's get a charm for you, group 3. What does group 3 need to see through the charms? The World. You know what's crazy? The World in tarot is the last major arcana, and it makes me think of an ending because it's known as like an ending card of cycles, completions, graduation to the next level. So something is ending for you, group 3, before the end of 2025. A lot of you could be moving to different parts of the world. Maybe it's like your era living in a certain country is now over and you're moving, but a big shift is happening. But it's a renewal. It's going to be really good, positive change. So I hope this resonated. If you're interested in more readings like this, I got a bunch more on my Patreon for a very reasonable price. Head on over there. I post a new reading every single day. If you're interested in a personally curated reading for your situation, your vibration, your gyration, we will attune to your calibration. Okay, head on over to themoonempress.com, or you can find me on Etsy, also on Patreon. I've got all that information in the description box below. But thank you so much for being a part of this. This was so interesting, group 3. I love you so much, and hopefully I will talk to you again very, very soon. What's up, Group 4? Trust your intuition for divinely aligning you with this particular group. So we're about to find out what you need to know by the end of the year, by the end of 2025. What needs to come into your cognition. All right, so you guys aligned with this rainbow moonstone. I almost said moonshine again, which is a very strong, hefty beverage. Really good, though. Yeah, there could be something about like a holiday moonshine, but I love this stone. I think it's so pretty. What really drew me in was the black line in the middle, actually. It's like, it just adds such a different touch. So there could be something about like a juxtaposition, like something that doesn't seem like it necessarily goes, but then kind of gets involved. There could be something about like an energy where you're like, where did this come from? I don't know. That's what I'm getting with that, but I'm getting also very like feminine, mysterious, pretty energy. And then we have butterfly energy. Butterflies are a symbol of transformation, metamorphosis, change. So I do sense a big change coming. But let's get more Group 4. I'm going to get started with this oracle card. Let's find out what's going on by the end of 2025 for you. Surrender. Trust your higher self. Yes, I love that she's swinging too. There could be something about the swings too. Maybe you randomly find a swing set and you're like, fuck it. I'm going to be a kid again for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm getting something with the number 19 in surrender, because I said this to a previous group, and I've heard this from multiple people, that the number 19 is surrender, which makes sense for a lot of things in my life. But yeah, there's something about the number 19, I just want to say, and the universe telling you to have faith. All right, we have achievement. Ooh, and ritual. You know what? Right off the bat, 44 is a number of protection. 444 is protection energy. And I feel like there's something about you wanting to manifest a goal or like reach a goal or attain something that's on a higher level of where you are right now. How you're going to get there is through ritual. I'm getting something with the number 52 weeks in a year. So like every single week, every day of the week, you want to be ritualizing this, practicing this, and then that's how you achieve this goal, through surrender. Like when you know you're putting in the work, it's gonna come through, it's gonna come to fruition. Whatever you intend on will come to fruition, but you just have to do the work in between and believe. So I feel like there's something about, for some of you, maybe it's even diving into like the spiritual realm a little bit. Maybe there's something about like offerings to your ancestors, but I feel like there's something about practicing it day in, day out. Maybe it's your intuition you want to get better at. Let's see. Let's get a little bit more. Ooh, 33, Group 4. Vision, enlightenment, inspiration, clarity. There's definite, this is Christ consciousness energy. The highest vibration there is. Long life energy. And then we have 32. Interesting. We go 32, 33 of diamonds. There could be something about divine alignment. I'm getting a countdown from 33 to 32. Possibility, invitation, openness, hope. I feel like there's something you want behind a door, like a certain door. Like what's behind door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. I feel like door number 4, since you're group number 4, there's something about wanting to move into a certain space, wanting to be in a certain room, maybe with certain people, but it's like, how do I get there? Well, the number 1 thing is surrender, also intention, but I feel like the rituals you do, how you mind the gap is everything, group 4. Interesting. Okay. Let's get the tarot cards in here. What does Group 4 need to know by the end of the year? What does Group 4 need to know by the end of the year? The clearest information you have. Thank you, Spirit. King of Pentacles. Ooh, I feel like there's a lot of money coming into your vibration with achievement, the King of Pentacles, even the possibility. Like maybe you're trying to manifest a new job. This feels very, very spiritual though. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of money in your vibration, group 4. To go from the King of Pentacles to the Wheel of Fortune, something's working out in your favor. Maybe there's something about like a new house. Because I'm looking at the house right there on the card. Then we have like a door, like a front door kind of energy I'm getting. But I feel like you're earning all of this. But it's actually through your vibration that you're earning it, group 4. It's not through actual work, although I think the rituals are definitely helping. They're attuning you to that vibration. King of Swords energy, the master communicator, master visionary, master seer and seeker. Aquarius energy. By the way, we have Taurus energy with King of Pentacles. All the fixed signs on the Wheel of Fortune. So that's Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio. And it's Jupiterian energy, which means Sagittarius is also connected to that card. And Aquarius, yeah, with the King of Swords. So those cards, those signs might resonate. There's something you're seeing. It's like you're setting out to do it. That's kind of what I'm getting with this. It looks like he's about to be like, let's conquer this next. The Moon. Cycles, phases, highest vibrational energy. I love the sun too. I feel like there's something about celestial energy, magic. The moon illuminates. I feel like there's something, it's like you can almost see it, right? Like the illumination of the moon, the little bit of like warmth behind the door. It's like you can just kind of see it. And even in the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like you have a lot of hope about this thing. Look at this. Group 4. I gotta take that out. That's number 4. That's the Emperor. And even under that, we have the Ace of Pentacles. It's in reverse, though. I feel like... Okay, what's stopping you? Is there a button here? Like, why? This feels very, very hopeful. I feel like you're really working to see this through. Oh, I just realized, too, the cat is looking at itself as like a much bigger cat, like a Black Panther, like a leopard or something. So there's something about like seeing the highest version of yourself. Trust your higher self. Group 4, what do they need to know by the end of the year? What does Group 4 need to know by the end of the year, by the end of 2025? Ooh, the unread messages. Seriously, I stopped counting. People could be dead. I know you see me. Yeah, I feel like there's people really wanting to reach out to you with invitation, King of Swords, unread messages. I'm wondering what this is, though. Let's get this a little bit more in alignment. Yeah, I'm very curious if this is like a contract, potentially, between... I'm getting more like an initiation. Or someone's like, I've seen your work. You do great things, Group 4. I really want you to be a part of this. But it feels like something you're conquering on your own. Can we get a little bit more about what this is? I feel like there's like a secret meeting happening, or like a message that they're not giving too much information on. We have the nap. Okay. Which kind of makes sense with the moon. Maybe there's something being done in the dark, like at night. The moon, unread messages, this kind of secret door, the nap, like while everyone else is sleeping, the ritual, like it just feels like there's an initiation. Okay. The secret initiation. Group 4. Tell me more about this. And weirdly, I feel like you're calling the shots, or people want you to call the shots with the Emperor energy. What does Group 4 need to see? Before the end of the year, before the end of 2025. Just heard shuffle again. What does Group 4 need to see before the end of 2025? This is definitely somehow money related or something about work. Like all these cards of the Kings, the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune, achievement, like getting very popular energy. All right, let's see what you need to see. 10, maintenance, encouragement, guidance. Huh. This almost feels like a secret coach. Like you're giving people secret lessons, or like, I don't know, maybe you're starting like a secret mystery school or a mystic school or something. Or like giving, I don't know, it just feels like you got secrets and people are like asking you to like be, I don't know, I feel like this is like, this almost gives head of a cult energy. But not a bad cult. It's like, this is our secret success cult. We meet at 3:15 a.m. behind the secret bookshelf. Like, you know, it's like giving like, I don't know, very secretive energy. Energy clearing. Freshening. I feel like I want to take, well, I just want to show you. Mortar and pestle, integration and subtlety. Thoroughness. Yeah, there's something about like secret energy. On the other side, we have renewal, revival, progress. Let me just look at this for a second, group 4. I feel like you're the best at something with ritual, achievement, the Emperor, vision, like you have the vision. And then there's also this energy of like winning and money with the King of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, achievement, possibility, enlightenment, King of Swords, like the Emperor. Like there's this like, it's like winning, but also something about like secrecy. Okay. Like I said, it's like you're a secret coach. Like giving people secret lessons or something. Mystery school. But it's like how we secretly make so much money. It's giving, what is that group called? The Freemasons. It's going to say Bohemian Grove, but not quite. It's like a very secret society and you're the head of it. Ooh, all right. I think this is 51. L-I, star in your eyes, excitement, hopeful for the future. I like that we end on that. Yeah, there's something about, like, you, look, bottom of the deck, shattered, breaking out of all illusions. Oh my gosh, other side, sacred embrace, divine union. But I actually feel like this is with you and, like, I don't know, a group of other people. This one wanted to just fall out, so maybe I'm meant to take it. I'm hearing put it back. All right, maybe I was just meant to show it to you. But it feels like there's something you're like coming amazing at, or you're already amazing at it, and it's like you're teaching other people how to do it. I feel like we need a charm in here. Group 4. What does group 4 need to see by the end of the year? Focus. I'm hearing take on another one. LGBTQ flag, also rainbow flag. I'm hearing freedom, liberation, be who you want to be. One more. Ooh, compass. There's something about like your direction, your way, the path you're choosing to go. Even the Emperor here has like his own blueprint. I don't know, this is giving like secret society for success energy. This is so this is interesting. I hope you can make something of this group 4, because I'm like, her? Very, very interesting. But yeah, if you're interested in more pick a card readings like this, I've got a ton more on my Patreon. I put one on there every single day at a very reasonable price. And if you're interested in your own personally curated reading for your situation, your vibration, your gyration, then we will attune it to your calibration. Head on over to themoonempress.com to book that. Or you can find me on Etsy, again on Patreon. And if you want to email me at 333theempress@gmail.com, you can also book that way. I love you so much, Group 4. Thank you so much for being a part of this reading. And I'm sure I will talk to you again very, very soon. Mwah.